Hey everybody, Movie Fan Z here. So the movie I just got finished watching was Blues Brothers 2000, which is weird because it came out in 1998. But in this movie, you have Dan Aykroyd returning as Elwood Blues, who is released from prison and puts the band back together for another show, and they go on another mission from God. And you get some new band members in this. So, they do reference in this movie how Jake Blues is no longer around. And in real life, he actually died 2 years after the original Blues Brothers movie came out. And it does have an effect on this movie. So, this movie is directed by John Landis, who did things like the Thriller music video, Trading Places, and the original Blues Brothers movie. And he's actually a co-writer on this with Dan Aykroyd. So you also have, like I said, you have some new members in this band, which include John Goodman as Mighty Mac, and you have Joe Morton, who plays Cable, or Cab, in this. And he's, in the story, he's semi-related to Elwood, and the whole time it's like he's like a commander in the police force, so he's always trying to catch Elwood and the band, and then something happens that changes him. So let's get into what I thought of the movie. This is not as good as the original. But let's start with the positives, though. I did find it entertaining, and I did like the songs. Now, except for one song, they're not known songs, but they were ones that you could definitely tap your foot to. And I thought Dan Aykroyd and John Goodman were good in their roles. But then let's get to the negative. They were good in their roles, and they could do the best with what they were given, though. I thought like I said, the lack of Jake and John Belushi definitely had an effect on this. He was the one that definitely had the chemistry with Dan Aykroyd, and he definitely kind of was part of the glue for the first movie. You don't get that with this movie. It's not as cohesive. Along with that, I felt it was a little too ridiculous. And I'll give you an example. There's a car chase scene and a car pileup scene with police cars, and it seems like it goes on a little too long, and it just like it's a little bit of overkill. And kind of with the loss of John Belushi, it tries a little too hard. It's like it's trying to really throw in all the jokes. But the biggest negative for me is the story. While I do find the movie entertaining, it's not a good story. It doesn't have that pop like the first one does. So overall, I'm still going to give this a 3 out of 5, but it's not as good as the first one. Well, that is my review for 1998's Blues Brothers 2000. Come back next time for another review. This is Movie Fan Z signing off. Have a good night.